Working? I can't tell. This frickin' stupid thing. Okay, I think I'm up and running. Wow. Gave me a bad error for a minute. Let me put this in there because that's how I feel about Comcast. Anyway, howdy, this is PaleRider and welcome to my stream. Tonight
I know I shouldn't scavenge here, but I'm not promising anything.
Yes,
if I see
Willow.
something good, I might have to sneak it out with me.
Okay. Can I do my intro now? And JT's stuck in a rock. Help, I'm a rock. Anyway, as you can probably tell, I am playing Fallout New Vegas. I need to fast travel the hell out of this area. See what I'm going to do next. Let's see. House wins, ring a ding ding. Anakin, what's up? And the burning one, what's up, man? That's the 12-7. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know which one I had on me. Yep. Okay, so I think I need to go back to the homestead for a minute. Empty out my crap. Go try to get some more ammo from somebody. Actually, I probably should have went to try to get ammo first because I could have sold some of the crap that I got. I didn't get a whole lot in this one though, did I? Let's see. Oh no, I didn't. Wow, my sound is way low too. Hold on a minute.
Cut it out, will you?
Okay. It's a little better. Just testing. Hey, what are you doing way out here, man? What are you doing over there? Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. You can take all my stuff. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Hey, we got mail. What is this? Gift note. What? Hope you like this one. Love, Willow. Okay. Oh, hey. Helford's note. I found it possible to create a sort of makeshift weapon using all the dog tags I've been collecting over the past month. One of these days, the NCR is going to pay for their continual mismanagement and idiotic bravado. On the backside of this page is a schematic drawing of a dog tag fist weapon. Huh. Okay. I think I should get a few things I could sell. Get a few. What do I have that I want to save though? See, I got a few things, huh? Wait. Get over here. All right, that should be enough. Keep pressing the wrong friggin' buttons. Playnth, what's up, man? Angelo Lobo, what's up? Blue Jay, what's up, guys? I never bothered to use it because later on the 12.7 felt just about worthless. Why? I don't get that. It's one of the most powerful submachine guns in the game. Biggest problem, the only problem I could see with it is that it's hard to keep ammo for. If you look at it, okay, so let me go to him for a minute. This is all my submachine guns. I got a 45 auto sub. I got the 10mm submachine gun and the 9mm submachine gun, and this one. And I did have a light machine gun. I put it away because it was just too heavy. But if you look at this, the weight on it's only 5 pounds compared to 4, 5, and 11 for that one. That was just crazy. But okay, so now the damage is 36. On this one, the damage is only 26. This one's only 19. This is only 17. So it's got twice as much as these two and at least 10 more than that one. The damage per second is 333 compared to 293, 176, and 226. So all around, this is a hell of a lot better gun, submachine gun wise, than almost anything in the game. I don't see how it's worthless. I don't get that at all. Anyway, hey Pale, if it seems like I went silent last night, it's because my internet went out for some reason. It didn't come back in until the next day. Oh no, that sucks. Yeah, mine does that sometimes. Anyway, where am I going? Oh yeah, I know where I'm going. There's only one guy that sells a lot of 12.7 ammo. Let me save before I go. And I'm hoping he has some. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. I've been playing freaking Conan all day again. It seems like every time I play Conan in the daytime, man, I have a real hard problem trying to figure out which buttons to press. The game puts a mental block on me. Okay, so where am I going? Oh yeah, Camp Karen. Damn it. Only bad thing about this compared to at least two of the other guns, the 9mm and the 10mm submachine gun, they're a lot weaker than this, but they're one-handed, and you can run faster when you're carrying them. But when I'm doing a lot of running around, I just... I will carry this gun. Don't have a lot of ammo for this one either, though. But yeah, I've been playing Conan. Well, not all day. I started playing it this morning. And then I got a friend to take me grocery shopping. And then after he dropped me back off, I started playing again. Yeah, well, after I put away my groceries. Got some good stuff, man. I got a bag. I haven't even seen these before. I guess I don't get out too much anymore. But they had freaking caramel M&Ms. Oh, they are so freaking good. I bought a bag of them, one of the medium-sized bags, and I ate half that freaking bag. I couldn't stop, man. I had to get up, stop the game, get up, and take them into the freaking kitchen and put them in the freaking kitchen so that I wouldn't eat any more of them. Had to get them away, out of sight, because they were so good, man. They're crunchy. They're crunchy, caramely goodness, man. Oh, I love caramel anyway, but freaking crunchy caramel, because it's got the little shell bits in there. Oh man, they're so good. I never tried those before. I thought that I freaking found heaven when I found the freaking white chocolate M&Ms, man. Nope, wrong door. But this is so much better than even that. Okay, put your gun away before you shoot somebody. Okay, let me save. This guy sometimes doesn't respawn his stuff.
So you're back.
Isaac says we'll have an extra gun. They'll have the extra guns and ammo in the next week.
Very professional. I like that. Maybe you can handle something bigger.
A few caps and another errand. Anything for sale? I'm not. Yeah, let's try this other errand.
You're right. I'm just an under-the-table arms dealer. What could I possibly offer you? A drifting mercenary. Sorry for wasting your time.
All right, what's the freaking job?
Great. The Crimson Caravan has something ready for me. Look for Blake and let him know you're picking up Contreras' medical supplies.
Sounds simple enough. I'll get right to it, sucker.
Thanks. Don't come back until you have it. Crimson Caravan is just northeast of the Gunrunners.
Oh,
Blake's usually in the main office.
Big weenie, asshole.
So you're back.
I need some stuff.
Take your pick.
Come on, you better have some ammo. See, here we go. Look, this is the only person in the game that I know that carries this much freaking ammo. Look at that. It's going to cost me almost $10,000, but I'm going to get it. Oh, it's only 6. Okay, cool. Also, he only carries 2 different kinds of... Where's the ammo? Yeah. Oh, I don't know why he has one freaking 9mm round. Oh, this is the stuff that I sold him before. I must have accidentally sold him 9mm. But this is the only ammo that he actually carries, is 308s and 12 7s. How much 308 do I have? I got plenty of 308s. Okay, I should have grabbed more stuff to sell them, man. I forgot this was going to cost so much. Oh, whoa, that did it. I don't need that C4. I don't need no stinking C4. I blow that shit up with my mind. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need any of that crap. It's only got 200 and something left. Let's give, oh, goggled helmet. Why do I even have that? Bitter drink. You can have that. You sucker. Sucker. Sucker! Lying congressional style for me and you. Oh, it just went over. Oh, screw it. Just keep it all. Wait, let's get the Lake Lurk egg back. No, that didn't do it. Oh, that. Okay, that did it. You know what? It's only 9 well, 8. Yeah. Good enough.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, your mouth don't move when you talk. It's a little bit freaky there, dude. Hey, Strider, what's up? Ain't seen you in a few days. And Matthew, what's up? Amen. 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 I don't even know how that song goes anymore. Yeah, those M&Ms are really tasty. Yeah. I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. Friday night is cards and hard liquor night at my parents'. Will need me to drive them home in a few hours. Yeah. Fun times, fun times. Orion, what's up? Do your thing. Anyway, I got my ammo. Got plenty of freaking ammo. Yeah, buddy. Oh, wait, no. No. There you go. Lots of ammo. So I'm gonna go. Let me save. I'm gonna pop right into another DLC then. Which would be this one. Been a bit occupied. Yeah. What kind? Good occupied or bad occupied? Like girl giving you a lap dance occupied, or idiots yelling in your ear occupied? That's like from 0 to 10, you know, on the scale of 1 to 10. People yelling in your ear is 0. Lap dance 10. And everything in between. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in this garbage can. What up with that, man? And why do I have so much stuff? Why? Why didn't I? It's just I didn't have it. Okay, we're going. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Ready to rock and roll. Okay, this starting of this DLC takes forever to get started because you have to talk to these freaking idiots for like.
Yeah, come on.
Hick burps. Die. Okay, we ready now? No other distractions? What are you doing up there? JT, I can't even... There we go. Nothing happened since the midnight show at the drive-in hasn't started yet. What freaking time is it? 9 p.m. 10, 11... Let's see, I'll probably work by 11, huh? Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's see what's up. Okay, it's an eyeball. It's an eyeball. And there's no shadow. No shadow. I can't make hand puppets. The burned man
when I was out
walks.
exploring with one of my brothers, we found some pre-war
Joshua
dog toys.
Grams lives.
A couple of them still squeaked.
I wanted to make butt puppets. Can I make butt puppets? Can I bend over, make some butt puppets? Anyway, let's do this. Okay. The crashed satellite seems to be the source of source of the strange transmission you received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced couriers level 15 plus. You have a premonition that while you'll be unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mystery of the Big Empty, you will be able to take anything you carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty anytime after completing Old World Blues. If you are up to the challenge and you have all you wanted to carry with you, examine the satellite a little closer. The atomic wonders of science await. Okay. What? Bit of both. What DLC have you done? I did Honest Hearts already. Just finished that yesterday. And this is the second one I'm doing out of 4. There's 4 altogether. Or story-wise, there's 2 or 3 equipment ones. Is there 3? There's Gun Runners. There's Courier Stash. And one other one. Anyway, I did this DLC early on Pale. It's a very interesting one, but you definitely a little long. Yeah. No, Dead Money, Gold, Hollow Rifle, Kill. No, I'm putting off that one. Actually, the reason why I'm trying to do them in order. This one, when you're in there, you find out that Ulysses has been there, and also you find out that Elijah's been there, and also Christine, which are characters that you find in the other 2 DLCs that I haven't done yet. So I'm doing them in order so that we know what's going on. Time-wise, you know, so you can see the backstory as it's unfolding instead of doing it out of order. Oh, good! I haven't missed my favorite DLC yet. Yeah, this is my favorite one. Well, actually, no, Honest Hearts I really like a lot, but this one's really cool too. The other 2 are they're okay. I kind of really like The Divide, though. It's not too bad. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like this one, but it's so tedious at the beginning listening to these dudes. It just takes way too long to go through all the different dialogue options.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era.
I thought one of them was a girl.
They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, orthodox advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Answers that have been answers to the wrong questions. I like the one you're doing. Yeah. I actually like all of the DLCs. I even like Dead Money, but I really have a problem with the first part when you're in the Casa Madrid area. Is that what it's called? I got my head, last time I played it, well, every time I played it, I got my head blowed off way too many times, and it just gets irritating after a little while, because you have, every time you go into an area, or you just get choked and die from the freaking fumes, you know, or you get your head blowed off, one of the two, and it just gets a little bit old after a little while. It's funny and fun for about the first 10 minutes of getting your head blowed off. About the first 10 or 15 times, after 15 times of getting your head blowed off, then it starts getting tiring. I can kind of do it now, though. I've done it so many times. I can kind of do it now without getting my head blown off, because I know how to do it, you know. But it's still, I still end up getting it blowed off quite a few times. Hard to explain. But I'm doing the Dead Money last because I tried it after Old World Blues and didn't like it yet. I don't think my science and lock picking skills were high enough. Yeah, mine are all the way to 100 already. Yeah, I agree, Pale. I like the toaster. Yeah, I like all of the appliances and stuff. Arguing back and forth. The lights crack me up. The two girls, they're jealous of each other. And I don't know. In Dead Money, though, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah, Dead Money, timeline-wise, Dead Money comes third. Actually, I'm not exactly sure about Lonely or Honest Hearts timeline wise, because it doesn't really mention anything about Ulysses or Elijah, but the other 3 DLCs mention all 3 of them, all 3 of the other people, you know, Elijah and Ulysses and Christina. Is that her name? Christine? And timeline wise, Ulysses started, if you pay attention to what's going on, Ulysses started in this DLC, then he went to the casino in Dead Money, and then after that he went to the Divide. And Elijah came to this one first, and I think he captures Christine in this one and takes her to the casino with him in Dead Money. Anyway, you feel strangely heavier. Take it. I got the hic burps. You feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. Welcome to the Big Empty. Yay. Is everybody here? Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Where are you at? Hey. Let's get some sarsaparilla. Sitting bench. Where is she at? I don't know where Willow went. Maybe she'll pop in when we go inside. There she is. Where you been?
Hi there, handsome.
Oh, there, sexy.
Sure, take a look.
Well, that's loud. She's got a lot of crap. You don't need that many antivenoms. And beer. What are you doing with dynamite? Oh, can't take them all. What? What? Can't take her dynamite. Egg timers. Better keep some Rad-X. 10 teddy bears. Okay, you can keep your teddy bears. Okay. Alright, so this is our home in this DLC, which is cool that they give you a freaking home. The only one of the DLCs is they actually give you a freaking home. It's pretty cool. This is the SYNC. I can't remember what SYNC stands for, but it's a Central Intelligence Unit. It's pretty much the thing that runs the place. And yeah, he's not on yet. It's auto dock. Oh, actually, the SYNC I think is this whole area, and the name of the program that runs it. Okay, this is a book chute. We got a reload bench. Oh, ammo. Storage cabinet. Oh, hey. Wow, a lot of good stuff. He's still got. I already probably took it out of him, huh? Yep. He had all my reload stuff. Okay, got a workbench and storage unit, duct tape. Cool. Tine. This is the farm area or whatever, where you can make plants and stuff. I take everything. This is actually the sink. It talks to everything. Talks to you in here. Everything in here has its own personality. Well, actually, this thing is a biological research station. It talks. The sink talks. This central intelligence unit talks. The auto dock talks. The book chute talks. Each one of them has a separate personality. The toaster talks. The jukebox talks. I can't get in there yet. This light switch 1 and light switch 2 have kind of a rivalry going on. And this little Mugsy dude. And none of them work right yet. I want to empty everything, and then I'm going to put everything in the same couple cabinets at first. It's going to actually be in here, so where I'm putting everything. Or here. Everything I want to save throughout the game, though, I'm going to stick inside the safe. Alright, I think I got it. Oh, how did I miss that wine? And one other thing. Whoop. I'm going to put just a couple different supplies in here. Duct tapes. There. And that's it. Wait, what? Oh, I got a patient's gown. I didn't notice that. Yep, my butt's showing. Still got my star. It's not on right, but it's on. Alright. So this is going to take a little while, man. JT, what are you doing? Hey. I'll get this later. Welcome to the Big Easy. Find out where the hell you are. I might have to leave, which makes me sad. I don't know. A strange feeling of pacification comes over you, and you find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. Okay. Weapon just went away. Yeah, they have a pacification field in here, so you can't kill these guys.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
How are you all speaking through that one voice box? I was at a theater, then I was here. What is this place? Are you the one who performed the surgery on me? Not to cut your speech off, is there something coming in? There is something coming in on the big monitor. I don't give a shit what you have to say. Tell me why you hauled me here now. How are you all speaking through the same voice box?
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate.
Animals?
It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dalla, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Excretes? Lobotomite?
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to. The skinvelope once containing it.
Skinvelope?
If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
Not that I would
I
know.
don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its
Dr. O must have had his
nose
little
with its
penis.
2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Hold up one finger, point at self, point at them, hold up 5 fingers. Wave hands and nod. Yeah, let's do that. You can get a lot of extra points doing all this stuff if you do them right.
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises.
Hand
If it
penises.
tries to insert them, activate vivisectors. Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense. Lobotomites can't comprehend
They
us.
took out my brain.
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Hey, Darcy, what's up? Penises would be smaller than those. Your penis is smaller than your toes. I feel sorry for you, dude. Let's try that again. Hi, Magic. Oh, Magic. Hey, what's up, Magic? I didn't even notice that's who it was. All his so penises are smaller than those. I don't think so. I hope not. Well, I care less what other people's penises look like, but mine is not smaller than my toes. I'm guessing the crash satellite was yours. Who are you all, and what is this place? Why do I feel passive? I should be angry, really angry, and I'm not. Not to cut your speech off. Okay, we're not going there yet. Okay, yes, I'm guessing the crash satellite is yours.
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled this skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone.
My
A zone
dome-shaped
that is
dome.
forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mobius.
Mobius.
Always
now my
the
cat's in my
same
way.
broadcast.
Damn it.
He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
what are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? Aid, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
You removed my brain? Lobotomizing. You lobotomized me?
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Hey. Brainless perk. Your brain has been replaced with advanced technology. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chemical addiction. 25% resistant. And shock from bodily damage, 25% threshold, 20% or 5% threshold, minimum +1. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Aid, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Okay, so they took my brain out, replaced it with a Tesla coil. They don't know what happened to my brain, but for some reason it's still like communicating with my body through brain waves. Being picked up by the Tesla coils that are in my head. Anyway, medicine. That doesn't explain the laser sutures on my chest and on my spine.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the Autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
So they took out my heart also. The scars on your chest seem to confirm what the think tank is saying. You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items, chemical or chems, to function at a higher level, 25% higher. Robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to score a critical hit. All right.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Okay. They took out my spine also. Due to complications with the procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by 1. Okay.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
I wish I wouldn't have put my hat on. All right, I guess I already had the hat on. Should have took it off, though. I don't think this DLC's meant for somebody to have a hat. You took my brain, heart, and spine. You extracted my brain, but what do you mean misplaced it?
To be correct, you should say the auto-dock took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That auto-dock junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
You said something about needing technology to stop Mobius. First you scoop out my brain, now you want me to save you? Okay. You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius. Wait, let me do this first. First you scoop out my brain, then you want me to save you?
That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating resentment now. If you are, well, we can't have that.
What makes you so sure Mobius has my brain? How the hell am I even talking to you right now? That does it. Forget this. I'm not helping you until I get my brain back. Okay. What makes you so sure Mobius has my brain?
We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why are you asking these tangential questions? Stop it! We need these technologies. You need to get them. You must get them.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us?
I'll help. What do you need me to do? Just spit it out before you bore me to death. Yeah, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
It'll blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Sorry, just getting a drink. This whole place sounds dangerous. Those devices sound dangerous. What are these technologies? If you don't tell me what I need to find, I can't help you. All right. This whole place sounds dangerous. Yeah, these devices sound dangerous.
Nonsense. This place is no more dangerous than a nuclear detonation site. Our technology is no more lethal than an overcharged Tesla cannon. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8 says something we don't know what he
And
said.
8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly.
Faster I can get through this, the better. What if I take my time, explore the crater?
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy, penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Guess I better get walking then. Doesn't sound like my style. Maybe I'll do a little exploring. Then can you help me get this done as quickly as possible? Sounds like a lot of walking. Wait. Doesn't sound like my style. Maybe I'll do a little exploring.
You would not dare. Perhaps I can change your mind using the greatest of our sciences, the fence. The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
So if I go past the perimeter of this crater, it's pretty cool too. You can see the pylons, and they when you go past them, it'll start, your vision starts getting blurry. And then you pass out and you end up back here. Or actually inside that room I was in right before I walked into here. So it just teleports you back. So I can't leave. Why can't you go out there and shut them down?
Out there? We're not going out there. It's dangerous. We're smart, not suicidal.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My
Round
receptors
earthers.
can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
If you have the gun already, I don't understand what you need. For the love of, please stop fighting. If there is a weapon you can give me, hand it over. I'll put it to good use.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated. You little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Call me Fink Tattletale. Press what?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sunjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up.
Sunjaculating?
Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco term-link code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your
Code
hands.
spew. Code spew. Oh, I don't have energy weapons all the way up. I could use some more energy stuff. This sonic gun looks like an energy projectile. Got anything that spits lead? Yeah.
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
Hump my chassis. I got the K9000 Cyberdog gun. I love that thing. Okay, this gun looks really hungry. I'd like to make sure it gets fed lots of bullets. Man, my energy is not high, weapon skill's not high enough to get extra ammo for that. I got plenty, I think.
Fine. Moros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Yeah. Make it poop a lot. Nicest sounds. This should be enough. These have been sterilized too, right?
The sonic emitter should be sterilized, and more than enough for you to encircle your warm hands around, cradling it gently with your finger muscles.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving, forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Wait, so this gun you gave me can't disable force fields?
Yes. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
I could care less about all this. Can I go? Oh, great. I don't want to hear any more about that. Can you please hurry? I've got a schedule. If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll head out then and be back with these things. I'll be sure not to tamper with anything, I promise. I'll go get these technological wonders and see how much damage I can do.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there?
Stupid.
Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
Hey, Tick Rules, what's up?
H says let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Yeah. I can trade with the Sync Intelligence, then I'll need something to activate the functions, won't I? This chip looks like it was mass produced. Are there other chips? Yeah, let's try that one.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the Sync balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, find them. I believe they're stored on holotapes in many of our facilities. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central Intelligence should be enough for your needs.
Yeah. If I can trade with the Sync Intelligence, then I'll need something to activate the functions, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Yeah, 250 caps. Yeah, buddy. This amount clearly represents a deficiency in the amount of caps needed. Yeah, buddy. Let's get
Again,
more.
your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
You gave me another 250. I hate to come back and ask for more. A little extra would guarantee you're not disturbed.
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if perhaps I'm being tricked. Impossible.
Impossible.
Oh, more.
Why don't you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein? Or better yet, give it a ton of things to activate the chip.
Hold on. Wow, I think my barter is at 90 or 95. I hope there's not a 100 one. That's one of the ones that I got low, I think. I don't remember. Hold on. Let's be logical about this. I don't need a ton, just as much as I can carry in trade.
Again, the logic of the request is clear. Tonnage is not needed, only adequate weight. Everyone, display your things.
I do not understand, yet I am intrigued by this potential display.
No, wait, you don't need to fill up the emitter again, really. Klein means things for trade. Display for trade. All right, let's consolidate. There's gotta be some junk around here. Magazines, useless. More camps, medicinal supplies, useless. Here.
Fixing Things, Programmer's Digest, Patriot's Cookbook, and another 250 caps. Oh, 2 doctor bags. 3 stim packs. Super stim pack. Yeah, that's some good things. So just plug it into the circular map thing in the sink upstairs. Right, having a store available would be helpful. It has a store connection, right?
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Finally. Oh wow, my barter's at 95, yeah. Okay, I'm taking that up to 100. And was energy weapons was the one that was... I need to bring that up to 50. And continue. Woohoo! See what I can find in here. Okay. What one was I was wanting to do the one with the light. Is that it? Broad daylight? You're so sneaky that you can sneak even with your Pip-Boy light on. Anytime the Pip-Boy light is on, you gain a sneak bonus to offset the light sneak penalty. Yeah, I'm doing that one. Wow, finally, man. I really cannot stand that this freaking game has weird glitches like that. Like the hat in the freaking face the whole time. Half the time they were talking. Ever since Mobius came on. I'm going to take my hat off in a minute. I got to finish this. I know it takes a little bit of time to do all this, but I want to... Well, let me get all this crap first. Yeah, there's a little bit more to talk to these guys about. Damn it. There we go. And I want to loot this place first. Damn it. Anyway, let me check out the chat before I move on. Boonabug, what's up? The Boonabug. Okay, this is about where I stopped. Well, maybe not. But just finished this DLC. Fallout 76 has another song I like. Has another song you like. Finished it for the 6th time. I make a lot of profiles. Wireless brain, like the what? I don't know what that is. If you go past the fence twice, you get an XP achievement. Huh. Yeah, I did that more than once. So I probably already got that achievement. Unless it's just a challenge in in the Pip-Boy. There's some Pip-Boy challenges, quite a few of them in here. And those happen each time you play. That resets those, but the actual achievements don't reset. If I already got the achievement, I probably won't get it again. I'm pretty sure I did that at least 3 different times the last time I played, just for the fun of it. Listen to this. It makes me crack up for some reason. I know, those guys are freaking so stupid. If you listen to their voices too, man, I actually had to look up the voice actors, because Boreas or whatever his name is, if you and Klein actually sound like the same voice almost. If you listen to it real close, except for Klein, Dr. Klein's freaking like yelling, and Boris is not yelling. But it sounds like almost the same voice, but it's 2 separate actors. But both of them sound like Saturday Night Live back in the 70s. I don't know if they still have the same announcer, but they used to have a announcer in the background. He was the guy that said, that did the whole intro, you know, it's Saturday Night Live, or all that. His name was Don Pardo. He also did some stuff for different albums, like he did a Frank Zappa album. He did this whole intro to this song called the Illinois Enema Bandit by Frank Zappa on the live album. And he did a lot of other stuff too. He did a lot of voiceovers and stuff. It's Don Pardo, and both of those 2 guys sound just like Don Pardo. And I was thinking it was Don Pardo at first, especially Boris sounds a little bit more like him than Klein. And because I know that this is a not exactly Bethesda, you know, it's Obsidian that made this game, but I was thinking maybe they used some of the same voice actors as some of the other games too, because you could tell that there's some of the same voice actors. So Linda Carter, the actress that played Wonder Woman in the TV series back in the 70s, she's married to one of the executives, not of Bethesda, but one of the subsidiaries that helped bring the games out. I can't remember which subsidiary. She's married to the CEO of one of them, and she does a lot of the the voices for all the games, even Skyrim and Fallout 4 and Fallout 3. And I was thinking she did some of the voices here. I was thinking she might do Dala's voice in here, but it wasn't her. But yeah, she does a lot of the voice. She does the singing in, if you go into the third rail in Fallout 4, the third rail nightclub, and that lady that's singing with the red dress, that's her voice. And she actually does the singing part too. And she does a bunch of voices in Skyrim. Let's see. Couldn't care less grammar. Yeah. The power just went out for a second. I wonder what that was about. Internet router had to reset. Yeah. Mine does that sometimes. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I just got home after being rear-ended in my mom's car. We're all fine. My mom's youngest child and I just a bit sore and shaken up. Oh no. Everybody's okay and the car's okay and everything? That sucks though, man. That'll shake you up. Even just a fender bender It's kind of scary because you start thinking that it could have been worse. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's okay. Yep. Thanks, stars. Me too. I promised my little one that I'd get her some ice cream a little later, but I want to come down a bit first. Yeah, calm down. Come down sounds like you're high on something. I want to come down a little. The walls are crawling. Mama, please. I figure ice cream makes everything better. Yeah, ice cream. Oh, yeah, I went to the store today, man. I got me some more of them freaking, last time I went to the store, I know that if you guys probably heard me talk about it, I got the Butterfinger drumsticks ice creams. Oh, man, they were so good. So I had to get me another pack of those today. I got drumsticks. Butterfinger drumsticks. Car crash sure aren't fun. I've been in a few and I'm always sore the next day. Glad everyone's okay. Yeah, I've been in quite a few of them too. I rolled a car once 5 times, end over end. Not sideways. It was like freaking front end to back end, flipping. Rolled down a hill. It was pretty crazy. And what's funny is the car even drove afterwards, except for the front, the driver's side. No, it was the passenger side. Passenger side tie rod broke. So we were up in the hills, so we had to get back to we hitchhiked back to town after we got back to a main road. We had to drive in reverse for about 2 miles to get to a main road so that we could freaking hitchhike back. But we drove in reverse, and the frickin' front tire was like wobbling on whoop, 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 because the tie rod was broke, and the car was wasted though. So I had an army duffel bag in the trunk. We took the stereo out, took all the stuff that was in the car out, and stuffed it inside the duffel bag, and hitchhiked back to town. It was crazy. It's a good start. Maybe some rum for the shock. There you go. I was stopped for a bit at the red light, and he suddenly slammed into the back of me. He clearly wasn't paying attention. Maybe on his cell phone. Yeah, that happened to me before too. It was like raining though, and I was stopped at a stop sign, and freaking I could hear somebody sliding in back of me, and then bam, knocked me right out into the intersection. Luckily no cars were coming. But yeah, car was okay. My bucket seat got a little messed up. I got a little sore back from that, but otherwise it was all right. I think a rubber piece on my bumper broke off. Either way, it was his parents' car, and I'm sure they won't be pleased. Yeah, he'll get it. Rum for the shock, huh? You were looking for Willow's head. I was looking at Willow's head. Oh, it wasn't mine? Oh, I couldn't tell, man. We both have rounded hats now. Yeah, Willow just gets in my freaking way all the time in this game when I'm talking to somebody. It's like, that's got to be the 5th or 6th time that she's got my way. Yeah, this DLC's not supposed to have companions. Yep. Now for the insurance hassles. Yep. Dr. O is also Rusty Venture. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, that voice sounds a little bit familiar too. I'm hoping there won't be too much trouble. His parents arrived at the scene as did the CHP, everyone was civil, and he kept saying he was really sorry. Yeah. High on adrenaline right now. Yeah. Car's drivable, but the rear bumper is seriously jammed up, and it's hard to close the back door. Oh yeah, probably tweak the frame a little bit then, if the door's not closing right. Okay, I'm gonna just, oh, I am at the end. Goes without saying, being in a car accident scares you a little. Glad you're okay. Yep. I rolled a 67 Chevy stepside 70 feet down a mountain. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. It was with a 60, actually a 67 also, but it was a Rambler, a 67 Rambler. I rolled it down a mountain. Actually, it was more of a hill, but it was a steep hill. And it was probably a good 50, 60 feet down. Walked away with just a few bruises and dragged the truck back up the road, hooked the battery up, and started up. Yeah, that's what mine did. I flipped it. Okay, so as luckily me and the dude in the front seat were wearing seat belts. The guy in the back seat wasn't. But I grabbed the steering wheel and I put my hand, the driver's window was open, so I put my hand, I grabbed the edge of the roof, you know, with my hand, and we're in the air rolling, and I look over to the dude sitting next to me and I go, hey Eddie, you okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm all right. And we're just, and then I look in the back seat and I go, Brett, are you all right? And I could hear him way in the background going, hey, I'm okay. When we flipped the first time, it hit the back corner of the back window, the top of the roof, hit the corner on the ground and popped out the back window, and the suction from the wind coming through the front windows sucked them right out the back window. And luckily, when it hit like that, the car was just being, you know, going that direction, so that when he got sucked out into the back of the car as it was rolling. And he said he landed on his feet and watched us roll the rest of the way down the freaking hill. It was crazy. But I was the only one that actually got hurt. Nobody got hurt except for my left hand. I crushed 3 knuckles because I grabbed the outside of the car, you know, the window, the roof right there. And I guess at one point the car rolled over my hand, or maybe a rock hit it or something hit it, but it crushed the 2 knuckles on my pinky finger and then 1 knuckle on my ring finger next to that, you know, the top knuckle. And all I did was got some duct tape and wrapped it up, and I never even went to the doctor for it, but it was cut pretty bad. And we had beer, and I had dirt all over my hand, and it was bleeding, and I wanted to see what was going on with it, so I got 1 beer, opened it up, and we washed off all the beers with 1 beer that we opened up, and I washed off my hand with a beer, and then wrapped it up in a something. Oh, my controller just went out. Wrapped it up in something and then wrapped it up in duct tape. Anyway, I better get back to the game. Drove home. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What I was saying. Yeah. When the car landed on its side, and between the 3 of us, it was, you know, kind of a small car. So between the 3 of us, we turned it back over onto the tires and lifted up the hood, and the battery was kind of fused to the hood, and we knocked it off, took the wires off, and hooked them back up, and it started right up. And we probably could have drove that thing all the way home if it wasn't for that freaking tie rod breaking. I bet you were great at GTA. Where was that? Nope. But I did a lot of backstreet racing in my 20s. Raced my 68 Camaro a lot. Yeah, we used to do a lot of street racing back in the 70s. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead. You guys go on with talking. I got to get back into the game. Yeah, we did a lot of street racing back in the 80s or 70s. I guess some in the 80s too. Not as much though. At least not me. Lobotomite goggles. Oh, I'll take them. What the hell? I'll just take everything. Everything that's not nailed down. I'll just put it back in the sink. Oh, chemistry set. Here we go. Some stim packs or drugs. Let's get drugs. Okay, this is each one of these guys' rooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I always try to guess which one's which. Each one of these guys has a different personality. O is kind of shy, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Dala, she gets turned on by flesh, by living things. 8, he has a speech problem. He has a problem with his thing, but you can figure out. Well, you'll figure it out later. But he also has a mentat problem. So you can tell which room is his because it has mentats all over it. And Boris has this weird thing where he tries to relive his high school days, and he had some problems with people in high school. I guess, you know, these guys were real people before the war at one point. And then Klein, I don't know about him. I was trying to figure out who's who. Electronic scraps, that's got to be O. He's like into electronics and stuff. There's like some stuff like pictures around in places too. Can't see those. Let me see. Turn off the light. Oh, there we go. One kind of looks like a rad scorpion. Probably a robo scorpion. Well, I think these are all in order of where they're standing, aren't they? Because that was O. This looks like it might be Dala's room. Yep, teddy bears. She said she was into teddy bears. She's got a sexy sleepwear. She's into customs of what people do and stuff. So these two middle rooms have got to be Klein's and Mobius's. Mobius ain't here anymore, but one of them's Klein's and one's Mobius's. That's a picture of the dome. Not much in this one.
Have you done all we asked?
Oh, not yet, sucker. This one's locked. This has got to be Mobius's.
hesitate to ask again.
Oh, no, sound. Sound. This has got to be 8s. He's all into sound and stuff. Got speakers of all different types. Walkie-talkies. And clocks. And high school trophies. This is Boris's room. Tats. Yeah, that was those. Oh, wait, no, there's Mentats in here too. I think that was those room though. Oh, I think Mobius has got a freaking Mentat problem too. So this was probably Mobius's. Yep, Mobius's glasses. And here's all of them. I can't figure out. Okay, so there's 5 guys and 1 girl, but all these guys look like guys except for maybe that one on that side. Could be possibly a girl with short hair. I'm not sure. I think there's... Okay, Mobius's glasses are here. I actually think Klein's glasses are around somewhere. I can't remember where they're at. Not in this room. If any of them... No. Yeah, if any of the rooms. This has got to be Klein's. No. It's not Klein's room. That was Boris's room.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
Penis-tipped feet? Okay. I'm missing it. I think it's on one of these tables. There it is. Klein's glasses. Cool. Okay. All right, I'm going to start at this end and talk to each one of these guys. You can check out their personalities. Each one of them has a different personality.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Commie animal? Animal? Did you just call me an animal? Picking your brain. Brains. Plural. Oh yeah, I got to talk to each one of them, it says. Speak, in quotation marks, to Dr. 8. Because he can't really speak. Did you just call me an animal? Do you always get this dramatic?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know?
Yeah, American High. Who are you? What do you do here? I want to know more about Mobius and the Forbidden Zone. Tell me about the radar fence. Okay, let's see who he is first.
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Are you responsible for cazadors? The brain's best friend. Unless you got to find his dog. Yeah. Find any traces of Gabe in Higgs village? Okay. You are responsible for cazadors.
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Yeah, right. You said they're contained, they're docile and all this stuff, and they're contained here at Big Mountain. What makes you think they haven't escaped? Contained in Big Mountain, those things are all over Mojave. Yep.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
They're not sterile. Yeah, right here. I don't think they're sterile. They're breeding all right. What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
I don't think so. You're gonna keep your freaking grubby ass freaking monitors away from my thing. That's all right. Trust me. Go ahead. You might make me more fertile or impregnate me. Oh God, I gotta say, I don't think I did that one last time. Let's see what he says.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond.
From beyond.
I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
All right, when did you create cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Than facts. I want to know more about the Forbidden Zone. Wait, let me go back into here.
Before you is the brain of...
We already heard all that crap. Okay. Night Stalkers. We haven't heard about his Night Stalker problems yet. Those crazy coyote snake things?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big
It's the same thing you said about the
to
Cazadors.
preserve DNA and for observation.
Yeah, this is the same thing with both animals. Well, that's all right, trust me.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps we can perform a sterility castration some other time then.
Yeah, I don't think so. Had other questions. Wait.
No.
So the Night Stalkers were created for what purpose then?
To preserve coyote. No, wait. The snake DNA was important because the snakes with the rattles were dying out and... Or maybe it was a vet from Callus in X8. He had some mountain lion, eagle, condor idea. Bet you can't breed this, he said. Showed him. Then it spliced itself into a coyote, snake thing, which was eventually successful. Kept that DNA where it belonged. Spliced. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius.
We already heard that part. Anyway, the in one of the buildings around here, all the buildings have different monitors and clues and stuff about different things that's happened through the ages for the last 200 years, I guess, to get to this point. Or actually before that, because he said 2003 that he did the Cazadors. So these guys have been in this place for a lot longer than before the war, But in some of the conversations that are going on in some of the terminals, it mentions something about them wanting to splice some DNA to create blah blah or whatever. I don't know. I think they're talking about the Night Stalkers and them daring one of the scientists to do it. I don't know if they mentioned Boris by name, but yeah, there's a lot of weird backstories. A lot of crazy crap went on in this place. I want to know more about the Forbidden Zone and Mobius. Yep.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, good night, Blue Jay. Tell me about the radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me.
Yeah,
it keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
Yeah. That fence doesn't make you... That fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Yeah. Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
That doesn't make sense at all. Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Yeah, I said other visitors. He's talking about Ulysses and Elijah and Christina. And why didn't it give me a chance to say anything? I think I asked, when you asked talk to one of the other people, it might be Dala. She talks about other people coming that could actually talk or whatever. Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the forbidden zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
If we had hands. Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place? I saw the expanse from the balcony. You've made a mess of the landscape. This crater looks like it's been tag teamed by giant fuckbots. That's funny. Let me say that.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodots, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected.
Boom!
And embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
It is bowl-shaped. I have another question.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
And wait, let me see.
Yeah.
All right. So he gave me another quest. Okay, so these are the quests that I got at the beginning. I got to go find these 3 areas. Attack the infiltrator. Travel to the X13. Once I get there, then it'll update me on that one. This one's travel to the X8. So X13, X8, and X2. That one, it actually says, well, it just says the transmitter antenna array. But that's where I get the antenna array. The other ones have other things. And then I got to upgrade the sonic emitter, which he gave me. It's a weapon in here. Sonic emitter. There it is. Sonic emitter, you can upgrade the crap out of this. There's 4 or 5 different things that you can do with it. And the cyber dog. I can't even... Oh, yeah, I can't do it in here. But it's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. But, okay, wait, where was I? So this says I need to talk to each one of the people. I talked to Boris already, and then there's 4 more of them. And each one of these guys, when you talk to them, they give you a side quest. So you got to get all these side quests before you can leave here. This is why it takes so long. This is what I said when I first started the DLC. I said that this talking part goes on forever. It's freaking crazy, but you have to do it because you get a lot of XP points for it, for one thing. But then each one of the people, or each one of the brain dudes, the scientists, gives you their own personal quest that you got to do. This one you have to find traces of Gabe, which he said was his dog when he was a human, I think. So you have to go try to find his dog for him. You got to get all this stuff before you go, because a lot of this stuff is in these areas that you got to go into. Here's where we're at here, and then like there's X13, X2, X8, and there's like an X12 right here, I think, and there's another X building over here. I don't remember what that one's called. And then over here is the other dome. There's a smaller dome that Mobius is at. And there's another X facility over here. There, you know, X for experimental. This is Higgins Village that is in that one quest. Go find the dog. Well, you don't find the dog there though, but you find clues. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I really love this DLC though. It's really cool. It just takes so long to get through this. Okay, so this is 8. He don't talk, so it's funky. What was that? Can you speak? Do you understand me? Wait. Can you speak? Do you understand me? Did something happen to your voice module? I have no idea what you are saying right now. Blasting me with static Y clicks isn't helpful. Static E clicks. What is too bad or good or something? Is that a yes or a no or a yes no? You better not be cussing me out right now. Can I ask you some questions? I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers. Okay, can I ask some questions? He's actually my favorite one of the robots, man, or the cyber dudes, whatever. Cyber brains. He's kind of cool. Who are you? Do you know anything about Mobius? Okay, let's start with who are you? Sounds important, I think. Good to meet you. Double circle, a dash, whatever. Okay, do you know anything about Dr. Mobius and the Forbidden Zone? He's shaking. He's scared of Dr. Mobius and the Forbidden Zone. All right, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. You're going to pop a monitor shaft if you keep that up. I got it already. Those two names give me nightmares. Give you nightmares. Didn't mean to alarm you. Oh, hey, here we go. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco term link protocol you're broadcasting, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot all about this. Okay, so when you hack a terminal in the game, it has all the gibberish, you know, all the exclamation points and punctuation marks and stuff like that all over between each one of the passwords you've got to select. And that's what he's saying. That's Robco term link protocol. If you look at it, that's pretty much what it is when he's talking. So, bam. See? And I got some points for that. On the same wavelength. There we go. I'm just full of surprises. Well, I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Can't get away from their code even with voice modules, huh? Yep. Nice pun on the header file reference. Well, the code's got some problems. I'm not arguing that. Nice pun. There we go. Notice how one of his monitors is a different size. The one on the right is a different size than the one on the left of the eyeballs. Well, I guess the one on the left and the mouth are the same size, but the one on the right's different. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. No, I understand. It's hard to learn a new language. So your broadcast pattern is Robco term link, but not by choice. Someone took the time. It's more, yeah. If the Robco term link protocol doesn't that mean it can be hacked? It only takes a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. Oh no. If that's term link code, don't worry. I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. That's how you make him your friend. You gain karma. Yep. Completed on the same wavelength. If I would have did the other one, I would have got bad karma. I did that before. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. Quit your grinning, you idiot. About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't ejaculate into my sonic emitter. How did you fire up the... Yeah. Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? You didn't sonic ejaculate into my sonic emitter. Well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time? Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know? Usually I can find some crams lying around, put some duct tape around the lid, good to go. What? What does that mean? Find some crams lying around and put some duct tape around the lid? I don't know about what he's talking about here. The less said about it, the better. Let's move on, forget about it. Okay, I'm going to try the second one. What was it? Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know? We had some premature sonic elation. Sonic, whatever he said. Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Yeah, if I really knew what you were saying. Really, huh? I understand that part already. Well, projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better. Look at that look on his face, man. Cracks me up. Higgs Village. Can you point it out on my Pip-Boy? Sounds interesting. Sure, directions would be nice. So your house is there. So Higgs Village is actually where all these guys lived when they were human. We'll be going there sooner or later. So your house is there. Well, what? You want me to rob your place? So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs. How many? One or... Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice. I keep my eye out. I may have already picked up both. I grabbed almost everything that's not nailed down. I haven't done that yet. Fan of opera, huh? Alright. The jukebox is installed in the sink. Got it. Okay, let me try this. Want to ask you some questions. Is that it? I thought there was more to this. Okay, save. Feeling less edgy helps hanging with my buddies. Well, that's good. Glad you're feeling better. Huge hugs. Cyber hugs. Or is it old news by now? The next Assassin's Creed game? What?
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis fleshed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paddling. Okay, so if anybody doesn't know this, in fonts on computers, they use a phrase called "the quick fox jumps over the lazy brown." Wait, the quick fox jumps over the lazy brown. Something, I don't know. I can't even remember now. Why can't I remember that? I've known this forever. But if the phrase has every letter in the alphabet in it, so they use that for fonts because, you know, people could see what each letter looks like when you want to change fonts and stuff. Now most times in font things in Windows, it shortens it a little bit. It just says the quick brown fox, and that's about it, I think. But the original phrase was over the lazy something. I can't even remember. But yeah, so this is like the Brotherhood of Steel version of it, I guess. Oh, okay, so the quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
Malval cavity. Oh god, my perception's not high enough. I don't have my hat on. Okay. Load. Yeah, okay, I could do this quicker this time.
You are an unusual specimen. Between the extraction of their higher yet you...
What? Wait a minute. It just said 6 of 7. Damn it. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, I gotta have something that'll bring up my perception. I think Mentats will, won't it? Wait, there we go. Yeah, this will bring up my perception. Rumor has it that it's set in Greece.
You are an unusual specimen. Yes, yeah.
Here we go. I can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What? Nonsense.
Closed eyelids, breathe deep, then stretch linguidally, turn and cough, then scratch nose. Oh, this is me doing this. Run your hands along the side of your face and exhale rapidly. There we go.
What? What are you doing?
Turning her on. Let's try this one.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Formography? Let's try the third one. Turn and cough roughly and slowly scratch your nose.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body. You're all a bunch of hypocrites claiming superiority, but you miss being humans. Admit it. Right. Say the first one.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo.
She's getting off, man.
Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there.
Need a cigarette?
Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Whoa. Okay, then. Just got off a freaking robo-brain. Who are you? What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
Formography instead of pornography. 111 doctorate, or 211 doctorate. 211! Hey! Is 007 still here? He has a doctorate in 211. How is that even possible? Oh, she has 211 doctorates. First head chief researcher. Lots of titles. Wait.
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head researcher, lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
Some call me a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times.
There we go.
Very different.
The second one.
specimens.
The second one. She's talking about Ulysses. There was another courier.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
So, they talked to Ulysses, and the conversation was so messed up that they had to scrub it from their memory. Okay. Why did you remove my brain, and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
Let me try something. No. Here we go. I feel strange in here, peaceful, but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
We don't want everything to be like Big Mountain. I want my freaking brain. And my body. Can you tell me about the Big Empty? I mean Big Mountain?
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
So they had said 3-1. Oh, why did you say 3-1 subjects before? Okay, so 3-1 would be 2, but so that would be Ulysses and Elijah, but the third one, I don't know why she minusing that one out, would be Christine, which if you don't know who those people are, you'll find out. Ulysses is actually the main person in the Lonesome Road DLC, and Elijah's the main person in the Dead Money DLC, and also Elijah has a pretty big backstory in the main game too, to do with the Brotherhood of Steel. He was the original leader of the Brotherhood of Steel in this area when they first got here. And when we do the Brotherhood of Steel, which I kind of want to do the Brotherhood of Steel before I do Dead Money. That way you can see some of the backstory of Ulysses before we go in there, because at least 2 or 3 of the people, 2 for sure, talk about him quite a bit. Well, 1 for really sure, the companion. She was his mentor, or he was her mentor. Yeah, he was her mentor is what I meant. Veronica. Anyway, why did you 3 minus 1 subject? Why did you say 3 minus 1 subjects?
Because 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the minus 1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
Yeah. Oh, I just got that. I just got that. That third one that got taken to the medical facility for a medical procedure because she couldn't talk. And you find out in the it's kind of a little bit of a spoiler, but when you find Christine in Dead Money, she can't talk. I think that's her name. I think it's Christine. Pretty sure. Because you actually find her rifle. It's the best sniper rifle in the game. You'll find we'll find it in here. Except for it has 1 less bullet. It holds 1 less bullet in the clip than the one that I'm using now, but it's a little more powerful. Anyway, what happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why 8 talks like he does, because of the attack, which was Ulysses attacking, I think. Had other questions?
Perhaps you are stuck in a looping gesture of verbal intercourse.
Verbal intercourse? Sounds sexy. Oh, I think we've spoken enough. Yep.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Okay. I like you too. Okay, so let me check out the chat again, see what I've missed while that was going on. These freaking talks are way too long. Been set in Greece. My internet went out last... Okay, got that part. It's rumored to be set in Greece. I saw that too. Cool, but I was really kind of hoping for feudal era Japan. There was a rumor for that early in the year. Oh, that would be kind of cool. With all the shoguns and stuff. In Greece, I just can't see, unless they can't go back in time in Greece. The only time that Greece would have been cool is like in the BC, you know. When was... Okay, Origins was set in 44 BC. Yeah, by 44 BC, Greece just wasn't that exciting. So it'd have to have been before that, but that Origins is supposed to be the origins, you know. So anything else would have to be later, and I can't think of a good era in Greece that would be after, you know, AD, in the ADs, except for maybe during World War One, there was some crap going on in Greece during World War One that would have been cool, like Gallipoli, and some of the campaigns against the Turks. I was hoping. Oh, I already got that part. Dr. Dala, LOL. Yeah, she freaking cracks me up, man. All these guys are pretty freaking crazy. Haven't heard of that play. I have to look it up. I'm currently installing Dishonored. I will be starting that when the stream ends tonight. Oh, cool, man. You'll like that, man. Since you like the Assassin's Creed games, which is a lot of stealthy stuff, Dishonored, if you want to play Dishonored right, you have to completely do stealth most of the game. If you want to do it right, man, and you'll really like that. I love that game. If you want to check out a few spoilers, like at least the first part of it, I streamed it about 1.5 years ago. You have to go back to my old streams on my main page and look for it. Great game, Dishonored. Lots of very neat moves and locations. Yeah, some of the freaking the mechanics, the fighting stuff, and the different weapons that you have, you know, your abilities are so freaking cool in that game. It's a PS4 exclusive game, and I don't own it particularly. Don't own that particular console. One day, though, I suppose it looks really cool too. What game's that? What's a PS4 game? Dishonored's not PS4. It's acting up again. Hope it doesn't cut off. Looking forward to it, Pale. Yeah. What's a PS4 game? I know that God of War is PS4, I think. That's the one that I want to play this PS4.
I don't understand how you can stand those leg things.
Leg things? Did I just save? Yeah, I did. Let me save again just to make sure. Right here. Oh.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, unpossible.
Unpossible. They keep saying unpossible instead of impossible. You're Dr. O, correct? I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco Tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
My Pip-Boy? Some problem with Robco?
How dare you bring Robco Tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Calm down. Just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
Here you and... Oh, here we go. What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts.
I made it that way.
I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That does sound impressive. Breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
My gels ripple. Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
So this is his quest is to try to resolve his name problem. Okay, if they keep confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. O, Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
This is cracks me up, man. You know, O sounds more impressive. It actually does. Dr. Zero. I don't know. That kind of sounds all right, I guess. But oh, here we go. You want me to call you Zero, or that's not much of an improvement. All right, so you want me to call you Zero, or
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
as you wanted to, if you wanted to differentiate the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
What? 0, draw a slash through it. Is standard term length code to distinguish the two?
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh,
after 200 years.
Who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
That's what makes you truly a 0. So, is that what you want to be? I have no idea how you incompetent survive this long. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
There's power. Well, there's power in 0. It reduces everything multiplied by it to 0. Or you may want to stick with O as in O, as the O of discovery. Maybe you should dispense with the names and focus on the accomplishments. Now let's just give him 0. Yeah, 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers.
Destroyer.
I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle.
The biggest 0.
Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Wow, this has been going on for a long time, this talking to these guys. Heard you and ate. Okay, so Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just built it. Amazing, isn't it?
It certainly is interesting. Wherever it once was, whatever it was. What? Looks like junk. The scrap metal is supposed to be something.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Yeah. Tell me about Mobius and those monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Yeah. Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
I need more of those worthless caps to test the CIU barter functions upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Another 50 caps. Man, these guys give me a bunch of caps. Okay. Heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency.
Oh.
We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Okay, so I always thought that he was talking about Ulysses right there, but when he was just saying something about that he did some experiments with the collars. That is going to be Elijah, because he uses collars. And you'll see when we, if you haven't already played before, you'll see when we get to Dead Money what the collar thing is. I think I kind of blew that earlier with a spoiler saying that my head freaking got blowed up a bunch of times. But yeah. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Wait a minute. The first one was going to be lobotomized. Didn't he say the first one was the one that ran the train through? And I don't know. I'm getting mixed up because I think the last one's Ulysses, the third one. The first two is Christine and Elijah, but I was thinking the first one was Elijah, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to what he said again. Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Okay, what happened?
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds.
Okay, so that's
then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape.
Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, then let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Okay, when he said the first one, he was actually meant the second one. He meant the first one of the last 2, which would have been the second one, which is she, which was been Christine. Okay, that's where I got mixed up before. She said the first one. I thought he was talking about the first one that crashed the train through, but he was talking about the first one of the last 2. Okay, now that I got that straight.
Fine.
Is that it?
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and...
Yes, sir. Oh, wow. I leveled up again. Cool. All right, last one, finally. 3 hours later. I've pretty much been doing this the whole freaking stream. Except for getting my inventory straightened out and stuff before we got here.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around. Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them.
Okay. I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank has to share on the sciences. You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you can share with me. You seem to be the one in charge. Who's Mobius? Why do you have this strange passive sensation in here? What is this place? I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone. Can you tell me more about these pylons? I have some questions about the brain extraction you all perform. Okay, let's go up and do this one first. I'd be honored if you could hear, if I could hear any knowledge the think tank has to share about science.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Already did that. I heard one of the previous... Okay. You seem like the one in charge.
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I'm surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Back in the days of chairs. Who's Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Yeah. Okay, these mechanical scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings? Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Okay. Okay, these mechanical scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain about your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
All right. Why do I have the strange passive sensation?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Anti-aggression programming. Oh, why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
I didn't want to ask him this yet. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to try something. Oh, I can't move. Damn it. I don't think that's going to work. Okay, who were these other visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Broke one of my trains. What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man. And to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
Heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
We got some colorful language in here. Hemorrhoidal fissure. Is that a butt crack? Is that what you mean? A butt crack? Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Have some questions about the brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
Yeah. She's getting her little kink on. You said before that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly.
Yeah.
That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
They get into robots. People's brains go into freaking robots. They get into robots. Mobius set up the auto-dock medical routines, so you think he'll respond, or you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump. Have you noticed every freaking thing that they say about all the equipment around here and all the science, they credit it to Mobius. A lot of it.
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The auto-dock is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
Yeah, my brain would know.
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
Yeah. What's this auto-dock surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto-dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in A long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Mad, I tell you.
More?
Okay. Heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Hmm? Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so
yeah, right.
Probability favors me.
He came and he went. That's all the information he has about Ulysses. He's couldn't even remember his name. Right, I guess that's it. Finally. Wow. Oh wait, you know what? I want to get a picture of him. That's what I was trying to do before. Oh wait. Now that I'm stopped, I can actually move around. I want a picture for my... Well, I got the frickin' wrong mouse. There we go. I need to get in front of them.
I can hear your penis.
There it is. That's the look I want. I like it with his eyes twisted. Cockeyed. TFC1 TM.
Tipped feet tromping around.
There we go. That's perfect. Get him a little more centered. Yeah, buddy. With Willow in the background. Perfect. Now let me do this. Try something. Trying to get him in a certain position.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to
There it
ask
is.
again.
Yeah, got it, I think. I don't know which one I want to use, but... There we go. Hold on a minute. I'm going to see what time it is. I think that took an awful long time, man. That took a good, probably 2.5, 3 hours just to get through these guys talking. And this is just the very beginning of the DLC. There is so much more to do in the DLC. You've seen the map. Go in here for a minute. Let's see if it's daytime. Yeah. Okay, so there's the Forbidden Zone way over there. That's the array.
Can one girl be? I kissed him and he kissed me.
I think that's Higginsville right there, but it looks too small. Right there.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions.
Oh wait, no, here's Higginsville. There's the freaking array. I thought it was that one, but it's this one. That's X8, huh? Yeah, it says X8 on it. So that's... that's the array that I need to get, and that's Higgsville. This place is a trip to get through, man. That has shitloads of those what are they called? Coyote things? Rattlesnake coyote things? Damn, I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, there's a military base over there with a big satellite dish too, but you can't even, it's not rendering in. That's Yangtze camp right there. Camp Yangtze or whatever that they were talking about earlier, where the first visitor was experimenting with the collars, the explosive collars. And yeah, it's pretty big in here, and you have to go to all them different places. So, oh, Cody tobacco just swore off. So many different freaking buildings you have to go in. Do different experiments. I think that one right there. There's another one way back on the other side. Oh, there it is, right there. Got to go inside that one. I don't think that's one of them, but there's one on this side that I think is, yeah, either that one or that building. You have to go inside, and there's a big area in there, and plus all these bigger buildings, like that building way over there. There's one on the other side of all this mess, a big building. I think that might be it right there. You got to go inside, or it might be where the dish is. It's X13. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I guess since I spent so long getting that done with, I'll probably just end today or a little early, and get a fresh start tomorrow on actually going out and exploring this area. Luckily, there's not any real big freaking dialogue things again like that. Even dealing with Mobius finally, he's over there in the Forbidden Zone. When you finally deal with him, there's not a lot of dialogue. I think that's the biggest part of the dialogue in the whole thing. That was just crazy big. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's pretty funny listening to those stupid idiots. And it tells you a lot of the backstory. I think that's why it is. It's trying to freaking tell you a lot of backstory without actually showing you the backstory, which kind of sucks in a way, but at least it gets it done. Oh, my spine. There's my spine and my heart. The brain's supposed to be in here, but it's not. It got away. And oh, I guess I can turn this on real quick. Sonic emitter revelation is now available in the vendor interface.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Might as well get this over with real quick before I finish. Hey, Deathclaw, what's up? Deathclaw has obtained a tiny kitten. Oh, you said that last night. Are you saying that you got a kitten last night? Are you some kind of artificial intelligence?
Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
There's no intelligence. A mundane personality, is that what he said? Oh, no, it's a personality on top of a mundane operating system. Okay. You mean there are other personality modules here?
Indeed, sir. though if Sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform Sir that most have been offline for some years. If Sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that Sir is better off without them. However, if Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
Yeah, he don't like the rest of the personalities, but he's telling me how to find them anyway. Why is that?
The other modules are rather erratic, Sir. Their personality matrices are built on flawed logic and have not weathered the years well, Sir.
So I can access their functions without loading the personality holotapes.
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, Sir. Once the tape is installed, Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, Sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality.
Why are there so many personality modules?
As I am given to understand, Sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
Never mind. Let me ask you some other questions. Oh, you know what? I just thought about it. I don't know if you noticed earlier when Mobius was talking, his voice is... I'm pretty sure it's somebody trying to impersonate the Wizard of Oz in the, Judy Garland version of Wizard of Oz. If you listen to his voice, it sounds just like the wizard's voice in the Wizard of Oz, and it's kind of makes that sense too. He's supposed to be trying to be like behind the curtain and act bigger than he is, or whatever, tougher than he is. Kinda. Although he's pretty dangerous. And the Wizard of Oz wasn't dangerous. Okay, never mind. Let me ask you something else.
Indubitably, Sir.
What service do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
That's it. Buy something. Need equipment repair. Let me just buy something.
Very good, Sir. And might I venture to opine that a new trilby might be just the thing to complete Sir's ensemble?
A new trilby? Does he have a trilby? He doesn't have a trilby. Yeah. Okay, so I need to buy this. I think, wait. Sonic emitter. Oh no, I already have that one. Well, actually, I need to buy this anyway because, okay, so there's only so many of these guns, and you can get a different setting on each gun, so it's good to just get all of them. And there's 2 of them here, and I think you can get another one later. So you end up with 3, maybe 4 of these guns, but you get a different setting put on each one, so they do different things. Like this one has EM bonus damage on robots and power armor, and also critical strike paralysis. And this one's called Revelations, but there's another one that's called Tarantula, and there's another one that's called something else. I don't know. You find different ones in the jukebox. You put them in the jukebox, and the jukebox will change them because they're sonic emitters, so, jukebox sound. So I'm going to buy this one right now. And I'll buy this stuff. doesn't have a whole lot of ammo, but it does have some. Might as well buy this stuff too, because I don't think the amount of caps that he has ever changes throughout this whole thing. Once you use up the caps, they're gone. But you could still buy stuff from them and use your caps, you know, back and forth. Buy stuff from him, give him the caps, and then sell him stuff to get your caps back. All right. These wore bonnets. Advanced radiation suits, so I don't need that. Anyway, I think that's about it for tonight. I'll do all this stuff off camera. Let's see. A friend of my mom's has a cat and had kittens. The kitten is one of the kittens. Oh, cool. Free kittens. Yeah. Before the kitten, I already had 2 cats. One of my other cats named Finn hates the kitten enough to growl and hiss, and the other one, Mac, is just curious about the kitten. Yeah, they'll get used to him. That's to be expected. Cats either like or hate someone new. Yeah, they'll get used to him though. Anyway, so I'm done for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night with this. I'm not going to do anything else here. I'm going to sell him the stuff that I have, get my money back, and I'll save here and finish here. And I'll start back tomorrow right here, and I'll be going outside first thing tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also in the daytime tomorrow, probably around 11 o'clock Pacific Time, I might be streaming a game called Space Engineer or Space Engineers. I can't remember. A friend of mine just got a server, set up a server for that game. I don't know anything about it. Never played it, but it's like supposed to have like real physics and real, you know, freaking rocket science going on in it. You know, they use real scientists to write this game and pick their brains and get all the technical stuff right in it. So it's probably pretty freaking complicated. And the guy that's setting up the server, he's really good with stuff like that. He's always been playing. He loves them space games and stuff, and he's always been into that real science stuff like that. You know, I know a little bit about it, but not enough. But I guess I'll try to learn. But I might be doing that tomorrow at 11 or 12 if he's wanting to do it. We were talking about it at the starting of the week, and he's mentioned Saturday. So we might be doing that. If not, I will probably get on and stream anyway and try to do some Conan, which I was playing today. I'm freaking getting into that. I think it'd be fun to stream that for a while. Anyway, one or the other. So thanks for showing up, guys, on your Saturday or Friday night, and have a good Saturday tomorrow. Isn't it Friday? I don't know. If it is, and tomorrow's Saturday, yeah, I think it is. Anyway, till then, leave a like, share, subscribe. Check out the links below. Support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon, also in the links below. And hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Adios.